think we are live. Let me go to my phone just to make sure. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can hear my family laughing in the background. Okay. We will start shortly. Okay, I think we are live. Really quick, I'm going to test the audio just to make sure.
今日、マリアおば。
Good. Okay. It is 9:55. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Okay, again, if you guys have any questions at any time, please feel free to type them in the comments of this video on Facebook. I will be happy to answer them. A really quick update. This was supposed to be my last class teaching. However, because of Corona, my flight out of the United States has been pushed back at least a month. We're not too sure exactly when I can leave yet, so at least a month I will be here for the month of June. So for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I will be continuing these classes. We have some exciting plans for you in the future. I believe next week we will not be having class. We will take a break. This is the last lesson in our current curriculum, so why don't we try to finish it today? Lesson 18. 次は京都に行きたいです。次は京都に行きたいです。Okay, let me translate this for you. 次 means next. And you could think of 次は as a phrase meaning, oh, next time. Or as for the next time, right? 次は、京都. Kyoto is a famous city, a popular city in Japan. It's always Tokyo and Kyoto, right? Try not to get them confused. Kyoto is in kind of mid-Japan, so sorry. Let me put on Do Not Disturb. Kyoto is in kind of central Japan on the main island in the Kansai region. And this city of Kyoto is known for its kind of traditional culture, kind of older, vintage, I guess you could say, Japanese culture. It's really cool. Kyoto. Ni, so to Kyoto, ikitai. And this ikitai comes from the verb ikimasu, to go somewhere, So the tai, whenever you see tai ending, it means want. I want to blank, right? I want to verb. So here we are literally saying, next time I want to go to Kyoto. Next time I want to go to Kyoto. That'll be the lesson title for today. Section 1 of this lesson says, 今日、日本に来ました。今日、日本に来ました。Again, try saying these with me. 今日、日本に来ました。Okay, 今日 we've studied before. It means today. Today, 日本 we know is Japan, and look, they're starting to use kanji, right? The Chinese characters. Oh, so sorry. 日本, Japan, ni to. So to Japan, 来ました. Kimashita is the past tense of the verb kimasu. Kimasu means come, to come. So today I came to Japan, right? 今日、日本に来ました. I came to Japan. So here we have Paulo-san. So Paul is writing an email to Norika-san. And he's showing her all of these things that he's done in Tokyo, I guess, or Kyoto. Yeah, he's in Tokyo in these pictures. We have Asakusa here. So I'm going to play the audio, and the audio for this is just him, I guess, reading these little emails that he's sending out. So let's try to follow along with the audio.
1、今日、マリアおばあちゃんと日本に来ました。嬉しいです。2、今日、浅草に行きました。賑やかでした。3、そばを食べました。大変でした。でも、美味しかったです。4、買い物しました。これ、買いました。
Okay, so let's go over all of these very quickly. What are these emails saying? Well, this first one here, number 1, 1. 今日、マリアおばあちゃんと日本に来ました。嬉しいです。嬉しいです。So, 今日 means today. 今日。Maria is a name, someone's name, this woman's name. おばあちゃん、おばあちゃん。おばあちゃん, I'm assuming in this case means his either his grandma or some older female acquaintance. おばあさん, おばあちゃん could be translated as either like grandma or auntie, I guess you could say, like an older woman who you have a good relationship with, Maria Oba-chan. To, this to means with. So today, with Maria Oba-chan, 日本に来ました. This is actually in our section title, right? I came to Japan. I came to Japan with Maria Oba-chan today. And he comments, 嬉しいです. 嬉しい. What is 嬉しい, right? We've learned this before. 嬉しい, happy, right? Happy. です. Just making it polite there. Add です. I am happy. 嬉しいです. 今日、マリアおばあちゃんと日本に来ました。嬉しいです. Okay, so he's happy he came to Japan with Maria Oba-chan. Grandma Maria. Okay, and then number 2. He's in front of the famous Kaminarimon, the I guess thunder gate, you could call it in English. 今日、浅草に行きました。賑やかでした。今日, so again, today, and you'll notice, look at his email titles here. This says Tokyo 8/15. All right, so that would be August, right? August 15th. And then here he's at Tokyo the 16th. So this is the next day, right? He's emailing the next day and he's saying, Kyo, today, Asakusa ni ikimashita. Okay, Asakusa is a famous part of Tokyo, very touristy. Many people go there. This famous gate is there, the Kaminarimon, the lightning thunder gate or whatever, is there. It's big. It has a giant paper lantern that's red. It's really cool, actually. If you get a chance, please try to visit Asakusa. Okay, ikimashita. So again, past tense, I went. I went to Asakusa. Nigiyaka deshita. Nigiyaka is an adjective meaning lively, or bustling, right? There were many people doing many things. That is nigiyaka. Deshita. Deshita means this is the past tense of des. So it was bustling. It was very busy. Nigiyaka deshita. Okay. Yeah. Number 3. Soba o tabemashita. And again, this is the next day, right? August 17th, the next day. Soba o tabemashita. 大変でした。でも、美味しかったです。Okay. Soba is these noodles here that you see him trying to eat. Tabemashita is the past tense of tabemasu. Tabemasu meaning eat, right? So tabemashita, I ate. I ate soba, these noodles, right? 大変でした. What What is taihen? Again, taihen. Taihen means something like it was terrible. It was horrible. It sucked, right? And again, deshita means past tense. So it was terrible. It was not so great. Why was it not great? Well, look at his chopsticks. He's not really doing so well with the chopsticks, getting the noodles, which is common for non-Asians, I guess, people who don't live in Asia, who don't use chopsticks so much. So, 大変でした. It was terrible. Demo is a very useful word. You should memorize this. It means but. However, right? But, でも、美味しかったです。美味しかったです. This comes from 美味しい, right? 美味しい means delicious. And then this is the past tense form. 美味しかった。美味しかったです. It was delicious. So, そばを食べました. I ate soba. 大変でした. It was difficult. Wasn't so great. でも、美味しかったです. But it was delicious. Okay. Number 4. Again, we are on the next day here, August 18th. 買い物しました。これ、買いました. Okay, 買い物 is a word that means shopping. And then します, right? します, the verb します means to do. And this is the past tense. しました. I did some shopping. I did shopping, right? 買い物しました. Probably a useful phrase or a useful verb if you want to memorize that, write it down. Whenever you go out shopping, just say to yourself or your significant other, friend, whatever, 買い物します. I'm gonna go shopping. Then you come back, 買い物しました. I went shopping. Just use Japanese wherever you can, right? これ means this thing or this, whatever it is. 買いました. 買いました is the past tense of 買います, meaning to buy, right? I'm sorry. Recently, whenever I start teaching, I start yawning a lot. It's really weird. I don't know why I do that recently. これ, so this thing, 買いました. I bought it. Past tense, right? これ買いました. I bought this. Literally the opposite of English, the reverse of English. Okay? I'm going to play the audio one more time. See if you can follow along. Maybe even try shadowing. Try saying it, reading it along with the audio.
1、今日、マリアおばあちゃんと日本に来ました。嬉しいです。2、今日、浅草に行きました。賑やかでした。3、そばを食べました。大変でした。でも、美味しかったです。4、買い物しました。これ、買いました。
Those are some interesting socks, you know. You'll notice the big toe has a little partition next to it and the rest of the toes have no partitions. I've seen socks like this. I've seen them in America. These are starting to get popular, I think. Anyways, let's move on. Before we do this activity, I want to get to first of all, let's talk about these things on the right here, and then I'm going to get to the dialogue below, and then we will get to the actual activity. So look at A. I'm just going to go alphabetical here. A, tempura. Tempura. This is a fried, any fried dish, mostly fried shrimp, right? It's really good. I love tempura. How about B, kabuki, right? Kabuki. This is a traditional Japanese theater. They even use very difficult Japanese. It's so different from regular Japanese that I've heard playgoers, people who go to watch the kabuki play, will need some kind of translation, like for modern Japanese. kabuki. C is omiyage. We talked a lot about this last week. Omiyage are souvenirs. You'll see she's holding a folding fan and some kind of purse. Omiyage. Okay. D is tomodachi. Tomodachi. Tomodachi is a friend, some kind of friend that you have, or it could mean friends, right? In Japanese, we don't really distinguish between singular or plural so much. E, we have Shinjuku. Shinjuku is a famous part of Tokyo. It's a famous place in Tokyo, and that is one building in Shinjuku that I guess Shinjuku is known for. Could be a symbol of Shinjuku. We have F, Ueno. Ueno. Ueno, another place in Tokyo. It's, I believe, famous for Ueno Koen, Ueno Park. And they also have a zoo there, which is why you see an elephant in behind bars. And G, monorail. Monorail. This is exactly what it sounds like, right? Came from English. Monorail. Monorail. Actually, I've never seen monorail in Tokyo. Oh, yes, I have. What am I talking about? I have ridden monorail. I think you can ride monorail from the airport to different parts of Tokyo. I know they have monorail in Okinawa, which is where I will eventually move to, assuming this corona thing will ease up. Okay, let's talk about the dialogue. Before I do that, look at this note up here. Just a reminder, demo means but or however, right? You have one phrase, one statement, and then you have demo, and then a contrasting statement, something that makes a different opinion, a different statement. Oh, someone is mentioning the video is becoming blurry. I don't know what's going on. Recently, all my video communications have been really blurry. I don't know if it's the weather. It's been super rainy recently. I apologize for that. Hopefully, hopefully, Facebook is recording this in high quality so later you guys can see it. I apologize. Really. Okay, let's try to move on to this dialogue here. So we'll start on the top left. 8月に東京に行きました。8月に東京に行きました。Okay? 8月 is the eighth month, or August, right? And then this ni means in. So in August, right? Tokyo ni, Tokyo is Tokyo. Ni is to, in this case, to Tokyo. Ikimashita, again, past tense of to go, ikimasu, right? So in August, I went to Tokyo. In August, I went to Tokyo. 8月に東京に行きました。And then someone said, そうですか. Right? Oh, really? そうですか. 東京で何をしましたか? 何をしましたか? Right? This is a question. We know that because of ka at the end. そうですか. Oh, really? 東京で this de, whenever you have de after like a location, it means at the location, right? So at, or I guess in this case, in, it could mean, you could translate it as in. In Tokyo, nani means what, okay? Nani means what. O shimashita. So this o marks the thing that you what? Shimasu, that you do. In this case, past tense, shimashita. So what did you do in Tokyo, right? Tokyo de nani o shimashita ka? And again, ka makes it a question. So desu ka? Oh, really? What did you do in Tokyo? Tokyo de nani o shimashita ka? Right? And then the response, kabuki o mimashita. Kabuki o mimashita. Again, kabuki up here, right, is B, the traditional Japanese theater. And actually, here's a picture of it on the bottom right, kabuki picture. And kabuki o marks the thing that we are verbing. What is the verb? Mimashita. This comes from mimas, to see, right? So this is I saw kabuki theater. I saw a traditional Japanese play. Sorry. And then the other person questions, どうでしたか? どうでしたか? I think we discussed this last week as well, right? How was it? How was it? This is kind of a set phrase, a set question. I would write this down. Okay? どうでしたか? How was it in English? And the other person would respond with maybe a positive critique or a negative critique. So at the top here, we have a positive response. 素晴らしかったです。素晴らしかったです。Right? This comes from the word 素晴らしい. 素晴らしい, which means amazing, wonderful, great. Right? This is the past tense. 素晴らしかった. And we add des to be polite. 素晴らしかったです. Right? It was amazing. It was superb. Right? Or, if it wasn't so great, 長かったです. Actually, this 長かった means it comes from the word 長い. And 長い means long. 長い. And this is the past tense. 長かった. 長かったです. Right? It was long. It was long. 長かったです. And they can be long, just saying. 長かったです. でも, but, right? 素晴らしかったです. But it was superb. It was great. 長かったです. でも素晴らしかったです. But it was great. And the, of course, person listening could respond with, そうですか. Oh, really? そうですか. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my yawning. And then the person who's detailing their experience could say, それから、お土産を買いました。お土産を買いました。それから means like, and then, or, and also, right? それから, and then, and, you could also just put it as and, right? And, お土産, right? Souvenirs, right? This was C, お土産, souvenirs. を買いました. Again, を marks the thing that we are verbing. And 買いました means bought. Past tense, bought, right? Comes from the verb 買います, to buy. 買いました, I bought. So he just talked about his kabuki experience, and then he says, それからお土産を買いました. And then I bought some souvenirs. And then he brings out the present, これどうぞ. これどうぞ. Right? これ, this thing, どうぞ. どうぞ has many translations in many different contexts, but in this context, in this situation, I would translate it to mean, here you go, or here you are, right? Please take it, right? どうぞ. これどうぞ. Okay, I remember I was in Japan last summer, and I was working for a church handing out flyers for like a gospel concert, and that is the phrase I used. はい、どうぞ, どうぞ, どうぞ, right? Just, you can use どうぞ whenever you want someone to accept something that you are giving them. どうぞ, right? If I have my book here, right? はい、どうぞ, right? これ, how do I say? お土産を買いました. I bought a souvenir. これ、どうぞ, right? That's how you can offer someone a present. And then the person receiving the gift would say, どうもありがとうございます。どうもありがとうございます。Right? This is a very polite way of saying thank you very much. Right? Thank you very much. Okay, so this is our dialogue for today. Actually, maybe I can play. Let's see. I'm gonna play the audio for this. Try to follow along.
3. ペアで話しましょう。
Oh. I thought they would play the audio. Let me see if this is the audio. Hold on.
8月に東京に行きました。
そうですか。東京で何をしましたか？
歌舞伎を見ました。
どうでしたか？
素晴らしかったです。
そうですか。
それからお土産を買いました。これ、どうぞ。
どうもありがとうございます。
Yeah, so there you go. Okay, we are going to do the activity up here now. Maria-san went to Tokyo for the first time in 30 years. What did she do? Okay, let me just explain a few things here. We have these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1日目、2日目、3日目、4日目. Okay, this is the way of counting days, like the first day, the second day, the third day, and the fourth day of a trip, right? Of a trip. And we also have the dates. 8月15日、8月16日、8月17日、8月18日. And someone is asking, what is それから? それから again means and then. It means like in English, and then, or and also, right? And also I did something else, right? And then I did something else. So we are going to use that to explain I did this thing, and then I did this other thing. Okay, so you'll pick it up in the audio. If you listen carefully, we're gonna have, I guess, for number 1, the person will say, oh, I ate tempura. And then, right, I went to Shinjuku. Okay? They already gave us the answers for number 1, A and E. But let's listen and try to follow along anyway.
1、
マリアさん、東京はどうでしたか？
よかったですよ。
何をしましたか？
上野に行きました。それからお土産も買いました。
そうですか。次はどこに行きたいですか？
そうですね。広島に行きたいです。
Wait a second. I played the wrong audio. My bad. Let me play the right one.
1、
マリアさん、東京で何をしましたか
1日目は天ぷらを食べました。それから新宿に行きました。
そうですか。新宿どうでしたか？
人が多かったです。でも面白かったですよ。
そうですか。
Okay. I love the little background music they have, but the background music can be a little distracting. So I'm going to play it this time without the background music. See if you can follow along. Did you hear where they used それから, right? それから something else しました。
1、
マリアさん、東京で何をしましたか？
1日目は天ぷらを食べました。それから新宿に行きました。
そうですか。新宿どうでしたか？
人が多かったです。でも 面白かったですよ。
そうですか。
Yeah, so right. Sorry. She said I ate tempura and then I went to Shinjuku. And the guy asked her, right? Like, Shinjuku wa dou deshita ka? How was Shinjuku? And she said, hito ga ookata desu. So there were many people, right? Demo, but demo, what did she say? Omoshirokata desu, right? She said, omoshirokata desu. It was interesting. It was fun. So let's try 2日目, the second day.
2、
2日目は何をしましたか？
モノレールに乗りました。それからお土産を買いました。
そうですか。
Okay, that was a quick one. She mentioned both activities right after each other. Let's see if we can catch it without that background music.
2、
2日目は何をしましたか？
モノレールに乗りました。それからお土産を買いました。
そうですか。
Okay, did you hear? She said モノレールに乗りました. So she was on モノレール. That's G, right? So we should write G over here in the first box. それからお土産を買いました。お土産, right? That is C. So I would write C in the second box. First G and then C. Okay? Did you catch it? Let's try the third one. 3日目. Thank you also for the comment. I love your hand gestures, classifiers, role shifted. No problem. Number 3.
3、
東京で歌舞伎は見ましたか？
ええ、17日に見ました。
おお、どうでしたか？
ちょっと長かったです。でも素晴らしかったですよ。
へえ。
それからまたお土産を買いました。
よかったですね。
Okay, this man seems to be very excited about something. What is he very excited about? Listen carefully for some of these words.
3、
東京で歌舞伎は見ましたか？
ええ、17日に見ました。
おお、どうでしたか？
ちょっと長かったです。でも素晴らしかったですよ。
へえ。
それからまたお土産を買いました。
よかったですね。
Okay, did we catch both activities? We have B, right? Kabuki. Actually, he asked her, Kabuki o mimashita ka? Right? Did you see kabuki? Did you watch a kabuki play? So I would write B first, B. To which she responded, Remember, can mean yes in Japanese. We have hai and we have Both are pretty much the same thing. So she said, 17日に見ました. So on the 17th, I watched it. それから, so after that, she said, またお土産を買いました. またお土産を買いました. She mentioned お土産 again. So C, I would put C right here. B to C. Okay? The word mata means again. So again, I bought souvenirs, right? If you're in Japan for 4 days, you should buy lots of souvenirs, just saying. Okay, and number 4, 4日目.
4、
4日目は
上野に行きました。それから、
それから、
古い友達に会いました。
Okay, did you catch the two things that she did? Let me play it one more time.
4、
4日目は
上野に行きました。それから、
それから、
古い友達に会いました。
Okay, did you catch it? She said, 上野に行きました。上野. The Ueno part of Tokyo, so F. I would put F here. それから, and she kind of paused, and the man said, それから, and then what? She said, 古い友達に会いました。古い友達。古い means old. 友達 is friend. に会います means to meet. So past tense. 会いました。I met, right? I met an old friend, I think is what they are trying to say. However, demo, right? However, in Japanese, normally we don't use furui for people. You know, we don't call people furui, like, oh, he's old, furui. No, we don't use that word for people. It's kind of rude, actually, I think. Furui is really only for inanimate objects, inanimate things. I'm not sure if I'm really not 100% sure if that is so natural to say 古い友達に会いました。古い友達に会いました。I would say it differently, like I don't know, 昔の友達 or 子供の頃の友達, something referencing the past, right? Referencing the past. To say 古い友達, maybe Yui sensei could enlighten us here or give us some guidance. I'm not sure this is the most natural way to say it, but this is how they say it. So the point is they mentioned tomodachi, right? Tomodachi. So I would write D for this answer right here. Okay. Are we good? Were we able to catch all of the answers? I believe we mentioned everything except Shinjuku. I don't think she mentioned Shinjuku. I could be wrong. Okay, let's move on. Section 2, we're going to finish this whole lesson today. Section 2. 次は京都に行きたいです. Again, I think this was the title of our entire lesson. 次は京都に行きたいです. Right. We mentioned this at the beginning of today's video. 次は, so next, right? Next. 京都に to 京都. 行きたいです. I want to go. So I want to go to Kyoto next, right? Okay. Here, first of all, let me show you this map. This is a map of Japan. Yeah, Yui Sensei. Okay, Yui Sensei is telling me I'm seeing it now. I would use other expressions like mukashi no tomodachi or kodomo no koro no tomodachi. But I guess furui tomodachi is also possible, okay? I've never heard it myself, but there's a first time for everything, right? Okay, so let's look at this map really quickly. We have A, Hiroshima. We have B, right here, Okinawa, Okinawa. We have C, Kyoto, Kyoto. And we have D, Hokkaido, Hokkaido. This is a map of Japan. If you've never seen a map of Japan, right? The north is way up here, and the south is way down here. This map actually is kind of slanted, kind of tilted to the side. Anyways, I have been to all of these places except Hokkaido. I've been close to Hokkaido, right below it in Aomori, but I have never been to Hokkaido. I hear it's very beautiful, actually. Hiroshima is beautiful. I've been to this, as you may know, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on this city, this big city in Japan. And this dome right here, this building that you see in the picture, is a structure that was damaged in the explosion, but still stood. It is still intact and, well, not completely intact, but you can see the dome, and they call it the dome, basically. It's really interesting to see. There's a beautiful canal right next to it. Just if you get a chance to visit Hiroshima, please visit Hiroshima. It's beautiful. They also have a famous, I guess you could say, shrine, Shinto shrine with this famous Tori gate. Um, that's also a big recommendation. Okinawa, if you look at Okinawa here, Okinawa is really very, very different from the rest of Japan. The rest of Japan is kind of very similar. Wherever you go, it's very similar feeling. But Okinawa is very different. You almost feel like you're in another country, really. Um, at one point, this Okinawa was actually its own nation, its own country, separate from Japan, and then they were uh, acquired by Japanese people, Japanese government, eventually. Um, Beautiful beaches, almost almost on par with Hawaii, I would say, maybe even better than Hawaii. But yeah, beautiful place. Please visit Okinawa. Hopefully, that's where I will be moving to soon. If you pray, please pray for me because I want to go soon. Anyways, C, Kyoto. Kyoto, I said this before in today's video, is the kind of traditional uh, capital of Japan. You can see lots of traditional culture here. Sometimes even people dressed up in kimono, right? Traditional Japanese clothing, walking down the street or whatever. You can even try kimono. There's many kimono shops in Kyoto. They also, it looks like they have this famous bamboo forest. I forget what the name is, but I didn't know it was in Kyoto. I thought it was somewhere else. But anyways, Kyoto, beautiful place as well. I cannot say much about Hokkaido, except that they have a winter snow festival every year, and people can make some pretty insane snow sculptures here during the winter season. Yes, I'm looking at the comments. Someone says Okinawa, most people live long lives. Yes, Okinawa has some of the longest living people in the world, actually. Okay. Good comments, good comments. Let's try this activity. This is another listening activity, and I believe, yes, I have the audio for this one. Okay. So, two questions here. What did they do in Tokyo? And then, where would they like to go next? Okay, so we're answering this is two parts. What did they do in Tokyo? Where would they like to go next? So I'm going to play each person twice. Maria-san, Pak-san, Rosanna-san, Karu-san. Okay? And where would they like to go next is this last box here. You're going to fill in the letter of the location in this map. Okay, so we have A is Hiroshima, B Okinawa, C is Kyoto, and D is Hokkaido. All right, so that is what you will fill in down here. Let me play the audio for number one. Maria-san.
1、
マリアさん、東京はどうでしたか？
よかったですよ。
何をしましたか？
上野に行きました。それからお土産も買いました。
そうですか。次はどこに行きたいですか？
そうですね。広島に行きたいです。
Did you catch what she said? She mentioned Ueno and she mentioned omiyage. And then she said Hiroshima, which is A, right? So they did all this for you. See if you could follow along one more time. I'll play it one more time.
1、
マリアさん、東京はどうでしたか？
よかったですよ。
何をしましたか？
上野に行きました。それからお土産も買いました。
そうですか。 次はどこに行きたいですか？
そうですね。広島に行きたいです。
I hope my acting is helping you. I don't know if it helps or not. How about number 2, Pak-san. Pak-san.
2、
パクさんは東京で何をしましたか？
東京タワーを見ました。
お寿司食べましたか？
はい、食べました。美味しかったです。
次はどこに行きたいですか？
次は北海道に行きたいです。雪が綺麗ですから。
All right, and one more time. Listen for key phrases, right?
2、
パクさんは東京で何をしましたか？
東京タワーを見ました。
お寿司食べましたか？
はい、食べました。美味しかったです。
次はどこに行きたいですか？
次は北海道に行きたいです。雪が綺麗ですから。
Okay. I don't know if you caught it, but he said Tokyo Tower を見ました. So I would put a check here. And then she asked him, 寿司を食べましたか? 寿司を食べましたか? Did you eat sushi? And he said, はい. And I believe he said, 美味しかったです. It was delicious. I think he said that. はい、美味しかったです. Yes, it was delicious. So I would also put a check here, And then she asked, 次はどこに行きたいですか? Where would you like to go next? To which he said, D, right? 北海道. D, 北海道. So I would write D here. How about number 3? Number 3, let's see. ロザナさん.
3、ロザナさん、どこに行きましたか？私も上野に行きました。それから寿司も食べましたよ。楽しかったです。また日本に行きたいですか？はい。次は沖縄に行きたいです。ビーチが綺麗ですから。
Did you catch it? One more time.
3、ロザナさん、どこに行きましたか？私も上野に行きました。それから寿司も食べましたよ。楽しかったです。また日本に行きたいですか？はい。次は沖縄に行きたいです。ビーチが綺麗ですから。
Okay, so it seems like she went to Ueno Park. Ueno に行きました. So I would write a check here. それから and then 寿司も食べました. I also ate sushi. So a check would go right here. And then she said, 沖縄に行きたいです。ビーチが綺麗ですから. Right? I want to go to Okinawa because the beaches are pretty. That would be B, right? So I would write B here. And now let's finish with Kaoru-san. Kaoru-san, number 4.
4、カールさん、東京タワー見ましたか？もちろん見ましたよ。お土産も買いました。それは良かったですね。はい。でも、京都に行きませんでした。次は、京都に行きたいです。
Okay, one more time.
4、カールさん、東京タワー見ましたか？もちろん見ましたよ。お土産も買いました。それは良かったですね。はい。でも、京都に行きませんでした。次は、京都に行きたいです。
So he said, Tokyo Tower を見ました. I saw Tokyo Tower. So I would put a check here. And then he said, お土産も買いました. I also bought souvenirs. お土産も買いました. And then he said, oh, I didn't go to Kyoto. 次は next 京都に行きたいです。I want to go to Kyoto. So C, I would write C for this box, okay? How did you do? Were you able to catch all of the keywords that they were saying? Now I want to try the can do. Actually, we're going to do 2 can do's in one. And here we go. Again, you could access this at a1.marugotoweb.jp. I'm going to do can do, I believe this is 49. Can do 49. See if you could follow the conversation. I will add English. Sarah went to Kyoto for her vacation.
先生、休みに京都に行きました。これお土産です。どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。京都で何をしましたか？
たくさんの寺を見ました。
へえ、どうでしたか？
素晴らしかったです。
そうですか。よかったですね。
Okay, let's break it down quickly. We're running out of time. She went to Kyoto for the holiday.
先生、
Okay, sensei. So, sensei, right? Yasumi ni, yasumi, right? Day off, ni. So, on my day off. Kyoto, this is the city of Kyoto, ni. So, to Kyoto. Ikimashita, I went. So, literally, I went to Kyoto. And I'm not sure why they're saying in the holidays. We don't say this in American English. I'm pretty sure this is British. But I would say for the break or for the vacation.
休みに京都に行きました。これお土産。
Kore, so this thing, kore, omiyage desu, is omiyage, is a souvenir. Dozo, again, dozo means here you are.
どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu, a fancy, not fancy, but a formal way of saying thank you very much.
京都で何をしま、
Okay, Kyoto, the city of Kyoto, de, so in Kyoto, right? 何をしましたか? What did you do? What did you do in Kyoto?
か？
たくさんの
Okay, taksan. Taksan is a good word meaning many or lots, a lot of. Otera, otera is the word for temples or a temple. O tells us what we did. Mimashita, I saw. Mimashita, I saw many temples, right?
寺を見ました。
へえ、
He, remember, he is kind of a reaction in Japanese, typical reaction. Oh, really? どうでしたか? How was it? どうでしたか?
どうでしたか？
素晴らしかったです。
So again, subarashi means wonderful. Subarashikatta is past tense. It was wonderful.
そうですか。
そうですか. Oh, really? よかったですね. よかったですね. This is a good phrase to learn, meaning, oh, that's great, or that was good, right?
よかったですね。
Okay, try this on your own. We are running out of time, so try this on your own later at the website I showed you earlier. Let's do the harder one, the let's try. Okay, so you went to Nara on your day off. Tell Mr. Kimura about it.
休みに何をしましたか？
So let's say we went to Nara. How do we say that? 奈良に行きました。
どうもありがとう。奈良で何をしましたか？
Okay, let's say I bought deer crackers or I bought souvenirs. お土産を買いました。Yeah, they gave you a few options. Let's try this again. Okay. We went to Nara. So remember, how do you say I went to Nara? in Japanese?
休みに何をしましたか？
Okay. Try it. 奈良に行きました。
どうもありがとう。奈良で何をしましたか？
Okay. I'm gonna say I bought souvenirs. お土産を買いました。Okay, again, you could try these kinds of videos on your own at a1.marugotoweb.jp. Find the can do section and look for can do 49 and can do 45. We are like really out of time. I would show you can do 50, but I'm just gonna say this is homework. So on your own time, go to a1.marugotoweb.jp, find can do 50 and try can do 50 here. Say where you want to go next time, okay? In the meantime, with the minutes that we have left, I'm going to go to the life and culture section. So click on that. Again, you could visit this on your own at home. Go all the way down to topic 9. We are finishing our curriculum here with topic 9, holidays and days off. So let's try, I want to do this middle one if we have enough time. Okay. Have you been there?
有名な観光地について、いろいろな人にインタビューします。行ったことがありますか？はい。兼六園には行ったことがあります。金沢の兼六園。はい。いつ行きましたか？春に行きました。誰と行きましたか？お友達と旅行で行きました。兼六園はどうでしたか？大きな池があって、お庭があって、桜が咲いていて、とても綺麗でした。綺麗でしたか？はい。ありがとうございました。行ったことがありますか？
富士山に行ったことがあります。
富士山ですか？いつ行きましたか
2年前の夏に行きました。
誰と行きましたか？
お友達と行きました。
富士山はどうでしたか？
頂上まで登ったんですけど、そこから見える朝日がとても綺麗でした。
素敵ですね。ありがとうございました。行ったことがありますか？
はい。瀬戸大橋に行ったことがあります。
瀬戸大橋。
はい。
いつ行きましたか？
去年行きました。
誰と行きましたか？
家族で車で行きました。
瀬戸大橋はどうでしたか？
はい。香川県と岡山県をつなぐ、大きい橋で、そこから見える海がとても素晴らしい景色の大きい橋です。
とっても大きい橋なんですね。
はい。
ありがとうございました。
はい。ありがとうございます。
鳥取。I've been here.
行ったことがありますか？
鳥取砂丘に行きました。
鳥取砂丘。いつ行きましたか？
高校生の時に行きました。
誰と行きましたか？
友達と行きました。
鳥取砂丘はどうでしたか？
大きくて、ラクダもいて、砂滑りができて、楽しかったです。
そうですか。ありがとうございました。
Okay. That last one in particular, I like. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but I want you to watch, if you can, on your own time, maybe, these videos, the ones that we didn't get to today, and unfortunately we ran out of time. Try the Let's Go to Nara Park, and have you been there too? There's also a more information button that you can view about different aspects about traveling around Japan. Let me see. Yeah. And there is also a little survey that you could do. Talk about a trip that you've had. Maybe we could look at this eventually again, but I believe next week we will not have Japanese language class. Yui-san can probably tell you more about whether or not we will have Bible study as well next week. I think we probably will. But for now, Japanese language class, I think, will be stopped for next week. We're going to take a break, and then we have some fun things in store for you in the coming future. Again, check Facebook, check the WhatsApp group. Okay, we will post everything there. And then in the coming few minutes, we will also have a trilingual Bible study, Spanish, English, and Japanese. You are free and welcome to join that if you want here on the Facebook page, or if you have a Zoom link, I believe it's also on Zoom. If not, I will see you maybe in 2 weeks, possibly. Stay tuned, okay? Just a reminder, I will still be here in America through June, so hopefully I will get to see you guys again. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Be safe. See you later.